Don't be stuck with just disengaging. Otherwise, it's crystallizing. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging, it will have nothing to do with the body and the mind, gates of perception, objects of perception, any conditions, states of mind. That which has nothing to do with engaging and disengaging is with everything, is right at this point. It's not here. It's not at the mind. If you stuck with just engaging and disengaging, it's still the mind. That which has nothing to do with engaging and disengaging, it has to discard it right away without limits and at all times. And not related to both relating and not relating altogether simultaneously with everything. Your knower, your awareness is so troubling. Listening with acknowledgement is not okay because it's becoming opinions within memories. Listening with acknowledging from what you're listening, it will be an attachment to memories, to opinions and meanings. Why Luang Por is purifying for you, for your knower, for your awareness. It is an overlaying, turning into Panya Titi, the opinions within wisdoms, within the intelligence, not relating to both relating and not relating. There is no such thing as relating or not relating in all the mind. If you still not relating, it's still relating in the not relating. It's not yet go further than that. You still have relating and not relating. Still relating. Discard the discarding itself right away. Don't use the awareness to grab what you're listening to. Using the understanding for what? That is deluded knowing. Using the awareness to grab, that is the desire and the delusion, misleading the knower, misleading the opinions. When you're listening, it's not ending. It's being stuck with just understanding and getting or not getting the message, understanding or not understanding. This is the desire, misleading the opinions and meanings. Once not related to engaging and disengaging, you have to end it right away. You still have disengaging, still non-attached. That which has nothing to do with attachment and non-attachment, it has to end all this. Then it will be purifying samsara without traces through the emptiness. Your non-attachment is still right there with an act. Not relating to disengaging, you're not discarding these points yet. Why is so? Because you use the awareness to grab for what you're listening to grab your seeing and knowing. This is becoming memories of opinions and meanings, still arising, overlaying what Luang Por is purifying. This is the origination, arising, overlaying Luang Por purification. You have to instantly purify without traces, without limits. Otherwise, you will be babbling about Dharma on and on, drifting in Dharma on and on. This is the desire, misleading opinions and meanings in Dharma. Still knowing and not knowing on and on. Still stuck with just knowing or not knowing. What are you talking about this morning? It's already past. This is late already. You still eat the past, still the old stuff, eating the old stuff. What's happening? I'm telling you directly, you are using opinions to grab what you're listening to. This is the rubbish inside of you. The present doesn't grab for itself. Being obsessed to use the awareness to grab. This is the pitfall that you have practiced the awareness. This is the traits overlaying Long Paul's essence, the habitual patterns overlaying Long Paul's teaching, overlaying, and then beginning to babble about Dharma. That which is not grasping for both grasping or non-grasping. It will end the grasping overlaying the past and the present, ending the grasping overlaying the past and the present, that which doesn't grasp for the grasping or the non-grasping. It will end the present, the grasping for the present, ending the grasping for the past. Even walking, still having and overlaying the walking. What is it that is walking? First of all, you are overlaying yourself. You don't use the essence to make a conclusion. You have to use it constantly. That which has nothing to do with relating or not relating. It will purify the overlaying of yourself, the overlaying of walking, the desire overlaying the walking. Even you sit, even you don't sit, but if you don't make a conclusion to purify itself constantly, it's still walking in the walking. There is an overlaying. Even the conclusion has an overlaying in itself, because the conclusion has no purification in itself. Then there is still an overlaying, that grasping in the conclusion for the sake of the conclusion. There is an overlaying in there. If you begin something without auto-purification, it will turn into samsara. You have to use terminologies that purify itself only. Then it will not become samsara of opinions and meanings and samsara of terminologies. You make up your own idea. What have you been making up? In what ways? All over the place. Also about atta and anatta. Atta or anatta doesn't exist. It's still ego or non-ego. It's just a make-up. Atta is just a make-up. Anatta is also a make-up. It has nothing to do with this. There is no such thing as atta or anatta. There is no true atta or anatta. Otherwise, it's gonna be like a rock floating on the water. If you think there is ego or non-ego, this is like a rock floating on the water. You have to listen again. That which is not related to both relating and not relating. You want to have something left within relating and not relating. Atta or anatta, that which has nothing as having or not having. In Nibbana, there is no such thing as atta or anatta, ego or non-ego. In Nibbana, there is no such thing as having or not having, something or nothing. What are you being obsessed to drift around on and on? The pitfall is that you using the knower and the seer, grabbing to create meanings and opinions. Words that purify themselves is not something to be grabbed. It's not something to be stolen, to be grabbed. It's not about grasping. This sentence and that sentence is not to be stolen. It is the sentence that purifies itself. When you listen and grab it, it becomes samsara of opinions and meanings, samsara of intellect. Not related to both relating and not relating. Until it's ending, both relating and not relating. No such thing as relating and not relating.